How's that? Can you hear me now, Elijah? Oh, okay. Well, normally I don't have any problems going through the OBS software and then it just links right up to here, but I guess not this time. So I've just been talking to myself the entire time. That's great. Oh well. I guess it doesn't really change from most of my other time anyway. I talk to myself all the time. Well, arch nemesis, how are you? Are you excited about your big win? Are you excited to be getting your new stuff coming hopefully soon? Might take a little while, especially with all the tariffs and everything that have been going on. Well, congratulations. I'm very jealous. I was waiting for the drawing and everything, and then it happened while I was at work, and someone told me later in the morning, they were like, "He did it earlier, you almost won." And I was like, "Oh man." And I went back and watched the video and I was like, "No, I was so close." Yeah, it's nice. I think he was given a lock too, wasn't he? Wasn't one of the items that he was doing was an actual lock? So then you got something that you can pick on with the new tools while wearing the t-shirt. I guess I should have put the camera on the opposite side since I'm right-handed. I just realized my hand covers it up while I'm doing this. Oh well, that's all right. You gonna do a video to show off all your swag? Make sure you have a drop bear in your video or else it's not authentic. See, I know things. I'm very cultured. I've heard of the drop bear. Ugh. If these locks are anything like the ones that I bought at the store, they probably look like they've been through a rock tumbler. Oops. Oh, those are these are definitely some cheap locks, man. I'll tell you what. Little janky things. I know they'll open by just like raking them or zipping them, but I try to do the single pin picking because it's harder. But it's good practice for the higher level locks. There's just no feedback with them. They're just little crunchy, same sounding things. Little janky keyways. Look at that. Where did I go? There I am. Guess I can turn my sticker around today. Ooh, yeah. Well, just a few months. I haven't been doing this for long. I started out pretty strong and went all the way up to a green belt within a few weeks, and now I'm just kind of hanging out here. I have this thing, my one of my blue belt locks that I haven't picked yet, and I have a dimple lock, an Avis dimple lock that I haven't picked yet either. I haven't even started on it. So yeah, it's seems like it's real easy to get into it quickly and then kind of like suddenly pause, even though I've been working on stuff. But the green belt locks are also different. This one's like not wanting to open. What about you? Are you new to the scene, or have you been doing this for a while and just don't really have a lot of options where you are? Are you a COVID picker? Oops. Let me get this pulled up so I can see everything because there's a delay on the chat with the restream. There's always a delay on the chat than on the regular YouTube. It's a little bit faster. I should actually just pop this out. There we go. That should be better. Forgot to do my regular chat too in case anybody pops in, like Brett. Sometimes if he pops in, you can't see him. Oh, that's fair. I work in a security related field now too. So I think I can, I think that is kind of what sparked me a little bit too. You know, this gain popularity with, certain users, and once it starts popping up, it starts popping up all over the place. And I was like, well, that looks fun. Let's try that. Cybersecurity is so wild because it's like, and I don't remember who it was that I was watching, but it was somebody that said, that your key is a password that you put in your pocket, and you just hand it out to anybody. And that's true. So, a lot of times people don't look at these kinds of things as um, anything important, and cybersecurity is the same thing. I think because a lot of people don't see it, they don't think it's important. They always send out, the phishing emails at work. If you click on it, you got to take a retraining program. But it's wild how um, this kind of security is becoming the thing that people have a harder time breaking because everybody's hacking now. And it's so wild what people can do with AI, and you don't even have to have really a lot of skill in a lot of cases to try and get into someone's system with the tools and everything that's available. Just there's so many little helpful programs that'll just help you bust into anybody's stuff or teach you how to do it. All right, this lock's pissing me off. I should have opened this a long time ago. Yeah, and it's so easy to gain access to a lot of really important information really easily just with a password. All right, I'm done with this lock. I don't know what's going on with it, but this lock's on my I don't want to pick you right now list because that should have been open a long time ago. I don't know why that's taking so long. We'll go to another one. So did you end up going into a security related field since you were studying for it, or did you decide on something else? Or were you just studying for fun? Is there a specific branch that you kind of want to work in? I know there's a lot of different areas. Um, like there's forensic type stuff. Um, and there's trying to prevent things before they happen, trying to find out what happened after it happened. Guess I haven't really opened some of these recently because they are not wanting to open. Well, there's always providing YouTube video services and going that route. Make your own digital resume. Here's my YouTube channel. Here's all the things that I know. Oh, might have to start using this early. I really don't like using this as much as I thought I was going to, but at the very least, if I can use it to rest it, and use the shackle and rest it on the table, it does work a little bit better. But definitely need to find a new setup because this just wasn't it. Well, I was thinking maybe I'd pick my way up and take another shot at this pack lock. Uh, Started out strong with the first couple locks here, and I'm not doing so good. I might say, oh, I just don't have the money to buy new equipment right now. Um, so I got to try and just make this work for me. But there's a few things that the 44 Delta thing has that I thought are really cool. I like that 3D printed, like the rack. I don't know what they call it. I forget, but it's the thing with all the for your picks and your turning tools and all that. I really think that's cool how it's magnetic and you can make bits and pieces of it, have it custom made. I think one of the biggest problems I have for me is like I think this would work better if I could put my elbows on the table, but this is like a little slide out thing and I don't want to put too much weight on it. So even if I did have that vise, I still would have some of the same problems. Trying to keep it's hard holding my arms up for long periods of time when I'm doing this. Because normally when I pick, I bring it close to my body and I'm just resting my arms. I'm just sitting in a chair. So kind of why I thought this would be better because I could get it closer to me and not have to get as close to the table. But then I found out that I'd end up bumping the camera or I'd get my face in the frame and I don't want that. So I think I'll figure out how to make it work eventually. Just hasn't come to me yet. Oh, shoot, I thought that was about to open. Hmm. The cat's looking at me like she's like, I'm done laying on this thing. I want to lay on you now. Well, there's plenty of room over here if you want. Come on. Here we go. Kitty alert. There is a cat there. She's just black. So she's a little harder to see. She just looks like a black hole. Oops, I just realized I forgot. I knew there was something going on here. I forgot to turn on my other light. No wonder it was so damn dark. There we go. That's slightly better. Hmm. And what time of day is it over there, Elijah? You guys are 12 hours ahead of the United States in some areas, I think, or more. I don't remember. It's currently 4 in the morning here in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. 0400. Well, actually 0406. Oh, so more than 12 hours. That's, geez. It's about 16 hours. I think, yeah. 2006 minus 406 is 16. All right, I'm getting fed up with these little crackety locks. This is respectfully not it. Let's get into something a little bit more feedback. Go into the yellow belt. Not that one. That's way too deep. That's going to be hitting not the right stuff. So is it easy to get locks where you are and just not the tools, or do you have trouble getting the locks there too? Here we've got lots of the lower, you know, white, orange, yellow, green. Those are easy to get, but when you start getting into the higher level locks, blue is somewhat easy. It's when you start getting into those purple level, if you do the belt, it's you have to have a friend. Seeking a friend for the end of the world. No, seeking a friend from across the pond. All right, this is silly. Guess the Europeans just must have I don't know what a monopoly on the purple belt locks. Europe said, "Nope, we'll keep our very fancy locks. No one else can have them. We do it the best." Seems like their locks start at the higher levels. Like a low security lock from Europe is like a blue belt. Hmm. We do have one here. It's that's reasonably easy to, I guess, find, but not really. It's the quick set smart key. The one, two, three, all those generations are all purple belt, but sometimes trying to find those earlier generations are more difficult. I've been trying to find one, and I thought I'd found one, and I didn't. So now it's sitting on my shelf over here. Oh, I haven't even picked anything above a green belt, so you're doing a lot better than me here. Some of these locks, sometimes I think it'd be better, like, well, I guess I'll just take a trip to this country and buy a lock while I'm there. It's gonna cost the same having somebody send it. Is it what kind of lock is it? Is it a pin and tumbler or something different? Seems like when you start getting into those higher level security locks, it's when you really start branching out into the dimples and the sliders and all that. I can't remember if my 50 fits in this. No, it doesn't. It is the 40. Which one's the one that you picked? Boy, I'm doing terrible today. Oh, okay. I've heard of the buy lock. Did you record it that you picked it and did you gut it and everything, or did you just get it one day and go, well, hopefully I can do that again? Or sorry, crikey, I hope I can do that again. There we go. Try an orange here. I feel like sometimes with as difficult as it is to get some of this stuff, you're gonna end up with a video that's 2 years apart. Well, here's the first one that I did 2025, and I finally got another lock. It's 2027 now, but I did it. This one I can't even fit in this damn vise. It's too big. It doesn't fit in here. So I have to hold it. No, I have no idea who that is. Damn, I just dropped all the pins. I just heard it. It just hurt. Lily. Oh, okay. No, that's probably why I don't get her. Is if she's in another country. I've noticed that despite the fact that all I really use this account for is gaming and lock picking, it still only picks up certain people. So, you know, this country or whatever. So it's like, and so a lot of the people I have on my list are, if they pop in on Grits or Mix channel, then I add them. But even when I search for people, I try to find new people. Um, it just gives me the same folks over and over again. I'm like, yeah, I've seen these people already. I know they're here. I'm already subscribed. They're subscribed to me. But doesn't seem to want to give me anything new. Worst part is I have a VPN and I change it and I try to get it to get me into other places and it's like still giving me the same results. Oh well. Even if I search without this account, I still just don't get new stuff. Or new people. There's got to be a way to fit this in here. Oh, I don't know. Oh, maybe it does go in here. That's about the widest I can get it. Shit. Tried to put this on the vise earlier and it didn't want to go in, but I guess maybe I still had a little bit of space left. Well, yeah, I guess it just shows you what it thinks you want to see, and it's like, well, that's the problem with these algorithms is they kind of want to keep you trapped in the same space. God, this lock is so annoying. I don't even enjoy picking it. That's the worst part, is I just don't even enjoy it, but I bought it and so I'm gonna pick it. See if I can get it. I did get it open again the other day, but now we're right back to not being able to open it again. This lock doesn't seem to want to remember that I know a good few hits with a hammer and it'll fall apart. Yeah, and I do pick up a few people here and there, but not everybody has the same name either, so If I see somebody posting, I'm like, you have a channel? What's going on? But it's been nice. It doesn't seem like a lot of people so far are gatekeepers, I guess would be a good word to say. They gas up other channels and say, yeah, hey, go join this channel, go subscribe to this person. But, I know there are some folks out there in YouTube land that no, just only watch my channel, don't watch anybody else. It's like, okay, well, kind of keeping things closed off by doing that. Especially with something like this. I mean, I've seen, when I first started and I was trying to learn how to gut, and I still, need help with it because there's so many different locks. It's like I'd look for gutting and one person would kind of describe it one way and another person would describe it another way, but the video quality was better. So it's like, wow, your explanation was kind of trash, but the video was better. So then I looked at this other person and kind of combined the two bits of information, and now I can do a lot better because I had multiple resources. But some people just don't want. No, there's nobody else out there. It's just me. Don't go looking at anything else. All right, well, better start putting out 3 or 4 videos a day. You want to keep just you. I ain't watching a video either. Don't put no ads on there. Alright, this is not happening today, apparently. Again. Yeah, I think I watched one of his. I also watched some of his videos on. He had a nice little video on how to do like cutout locks or cutaway locks, and I really liked it because it was all hand tools. I haven't done that yet, but it definitely seems like something that I could do. Made it very easily accessible. Um, and I had to watch a few things of people gutting locks before I really, because the first time I tried to do it, I had springs flying all over the place. That was terrible. Like, well, there it goes. And they never fall into a convenient place either. They just go flying. And then I'll drop something else, and then I'll find the pin or the spring I couldn't find earlier. It's like, oh, okay, well, I gave up on that pin, and now I found that pin, but now I can't find the spring that I just dropped. But it did that the other day. I was doing something and I was looking for something totally different, and I was like, "Oh, hey, here's that thing that I dropped last week." Didn't find the thing I was looking for though. Need a little magnet or something to. I don't know. I've never even tried to see if any of those little springs are magnetic. I don't know what they're actually made out of. Hatred and animosity is what they're made out of. They fly out of those things. Just like, how did it even get that far? There's a chair in the way, a cat. No, I think I was wishful thinking when I said I was going to work my way up to this 90A Pro. It's taken me a lot longer to get to where I am now than I thought, but we did stream for like 3 hours earlier, so I guess my hand is much more tireder than I thought it was going to be. Now that I've been picking again for a while, I realize my hands have just about had it for 24 hours. Hoping to get at least this green belt open. I did get a 90A open earlier for the first time, so that was exciting. Hoping to make it over to a store when it opened early today, but the time changed, so I'm still kind of catching up with it, and I'm tired because it's an hour earlier than it would have been 3 days ago. Of course, the cats haven't figured out the time change, so they're hungry an hour earlier than they normally are, which means they wake me up an hour earlier than they normally do. And they're spoiled, rotten, fuzzy little children, and I love them. Little girl, she likes to melt, so she likes to lay down on stuff and try to become a part of it. She is currently trying to become one with my leg. She is now laid down in my lap as flat as possible. Come on, just one more open before we go. Oh yeah, sure. That's yeah. That's I'm on there. Adding somebody new will probably start changing the algorithm a little bit so that it will open up other people's stuff. Like you add one and then suddenly it's like, oh, okay, here you go. Well, I think this is about it for me today. That's not opening. Thanks for being here, Elijah and mystery viewer, watching from the shadows. I don't think you've said anything because I do have it on live chat. So maybe it's just me watching myself. It shouldn't do that though. All right, time to put away my tools. And although illegal, I will have to move the cat, but it's okay because we're going to go lay down. And so I'm just moving her from one laying position to a different laying position. And she will be okay. So have a great day, or well, great rest of your evening, I should say, since it's the late hour for ye. And hopefully they get Rock Out gets your stuff sent out soon so you can start enjoying it. And everybody that may be watching this now or in the future, have a great day. Only pick locks that you own that are not in use. And be kind and rewind. Bye.